feels earlier than normal. Like, this isn't the normal day that this match is usually available for everybody to watch.
Well, it depends. Like, we're filming it on, what is today? Before Thursday?
Yeah, we are filming it before Thursday.
Oh, that's because we're Patreon members, isn't it?
What? You can do that?
Oh, that's right. We have access to see this, and we can take our sweet time editing this video, and then we can have this video launched right after they actually launch the actual Schmoedown.
Yeah. What's up, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name's Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
Yes, that's right. We are doing a Schmoedown reaction early this time, even though you're going to see it probably about the normal time anyway. We're getting to record it early because we're on the Patreon. And if you're not on the Patreon for Schmoedown, you should get on the Patreon. It's like $1. Come on.
At least $1.
$1, and you can watch it Tuesday. $2, you can watch it Monday. Come on. That's worth it.
$300 a month, and you can be a strong supporter of the Schmoedown.
And potentially get on the Schmoedown yourself.
Something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the tier that can audition.
It's exactly $300.
For this one, this is the first team match of the season. Harris Brothers versus Critically Acclaimed.
Who you got?
So that's gonna be a rough one. What is this? Like, Critically Acclaimed, that's what, William Bibbiani and Whitney Seibold?
That's a good team.
Versus the Harris Brothers, Lon and John Harris. Man, I don't know. The Harris Brothers like wrecked shop during the Anarchy match
Until they got their shop wrecked.
Yeah, and I mean, Critically Acclaimed is just an all-around good, great team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went from good to great real quick in a matter of words.
Just like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm still a huge fan of Bibbiani, his entrances, his persona, how he plays, and everything. But man, the Harris Brothers are just, I don't know.
They were one bad match against Who's the Boss, but I think, honestly, I'm going to give it to Critically Acclaimed on this one. I don't think Jonathan Harris has had enough time in the light to be better, for them as a team to be better than Critically Acclaimed. I got to give it to Bibbs and Whitney here.
Yeah, I think I might actually side with the Harris Brothers this once. So this will be interesting if...
Why do you hate me?
Well, I mean, we got to have a little brotherly competition between the Adams brothers. So, yeah, Critically Acclaimed versus Harris Brothers. This will be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Clean logos as always.
Yeah, they re-edited it and they removed the Collider C off the bottom.
What's Collider?
Yeah.
It's the movie trivia Schmoedown. It's the first match from this studio. We had the New York event. You saw it all go down, but now it begins season 6. Once again, I want to thank Collider for the incredible few seasons we had there. Thank you so much to Mark Fernandez. Thank you to Collider for having us on the channel. And now we are on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown channel. You guys are here. You are watching. What a great season we are going to have. So much in store. Mark Baby Caratellis, thanks for joining us.
Christian George Harloff, great to be here alongside you for another great season of Schmoedown Mayhem. Thank you for wearing your finest
You're welcome.
Bugle Boy medium shirt to this very exciting matchup that features teams that we think are going to answer a lot of questions correctly. On one side of the ledger, you have Critically Acclaimed. They know themselves some good movies. And the Harris Brothers,
Yep.
fun fact, they are related.
They are related indeed, and I will tell you though that this match could have
what?
easily happened at Schmoedown
They are?
Spectacular. It is going to be whoever faces the champions, who are the current champions, the Shirewolves, Clark Wolf, Rachel Cushing. They are the champions. They defended the championship successfully at the Spectacular, and they needed new contenders. Well, enter Critically Acclaimed, 3-1, 3 knockouts. The former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William the Beast
Bill and
Bibbiani,
Ted.
on that team, and they go up against the finalist of Anarchy, the tournament last year, the Harris Brothers, Lon and Jonathan. Very solid team. We're not predicted to go all the way to the finals,
No.
but did it, and now they have a shot to get to the title match.
They were a team accidentally thrown together by circumstances. circumstance. Lon Harris needed a teammate. He said, hey, I don't know anybody that knows Moo. Oh, wait, who's that guy I grew up with? Enter his brother. Now they are an indomitable team. Then critically acclaimed, what they have brought to the table, because it's William the Bibbiani, sure, but Whitney Seibold also knows him some movies. He's a very respected film critic in this community, and now he is here to do some damage to the Harris family name.
Well, this is the thing, because William Bibbiani has said it often. He was bummed about Anarchy. They were on a victory road there, critically acclaimed, to get themselves a #1 contender shot and get a title shot last year. Enter Mike Kalinowski, who then says, all right, Anarchy, guess what, Whitney? You're going to be with Mark Hoig. And the Beast, you're going to be with Matt Nost. And they didn't get to play with each other. This is the first time they played together in months. So, and they had a big break the year before that. So they are ready to make an impact. But if the Harris brothers have anything to say with it, they'll be the ones. But they had a lot to say. There was a lot of smack talk. There was a lot of gibberish that I didn't understand. Here we go.
Whitney and I, critically acclaimed, 3 wins, 3 knockouts.
Look, the Lords of Chaos took over at that point and separated us and made sure that our combined powers could not blast a hole through everything.
The Harris brothers. What's the story behind that?
They're brothers. They are brothers. They are hence the Harris brothers. Lon Harris reaches out and gets his brother, another professor, to go ahead and compete with him.
His name's John. Lon and John.
Yeah.
You gotta love that family sense of humor.
The Harris brothers are back to reclaim our title, but the Harris brothers,
I mean, these miscreants, they come along, they think, oh, I won this match, now give me my belt. But they haven't done the rigorous work. They lack the discipline. Certainly, we have proven ourselves. We've taken out, please take the cannoli. We took out that too. We took out the Odd Couple, named for one of Neil Simon's lesser works. So we took out both of those teams.
Neil Simon's lesser works.
Critically acclaimed. The Harris brothers. Face to face, to face, to face. Knowledge against knowledge.
Really improving the quality of this section of the Schmoedown this year.
Yeah. The academia is where they should be.
Your team is called critically acclaimed. Your team is a description
It's like
of our team.
they combine
they
2
say
sections
that they
into
know
one, which makes sense,
everything there is
actually.
to know about sort of the high art.
That's our job.
That's us. How many Kaneto Shindo films have you seen?
How many Jorg Bucherite films have you seen?
We are and have proven ourselves to be the top team in this entire league.
Together, we are nigh unstoppable.
And not bad looking.
Dr. Billiam Bibbiani and Mr. Whitney Seibold.
Prepare to be comically ashamed.
Comically ashamed.
You see what I was talking about? I mean, you get the Harris brothers talking smack about critically acclaimed, saying that the Harris brothers think that they're smarter than they really are. This is a smack talk. This is a #1 contender match, and they both want those belts.
It's a question of chemistry here today, Christian, because critically acclaimed, are they going to be able to
that.
ride right back in the
Well,
same
we know what match is on Friday.
all these many months
Nice
off,
little
competing
pop-up
with
reminder.
each other?
That was kind of cool.
They're kind of like those twins from G.I. Joe. The other one feels the pain even though they're far away.
Right.
Is that going to factor into the match?
Zamet
Probably
and
not, but if it gets
Tamox.
physical, you just don't know.
All right, here's some notable accomplishments from both teams. Critically acclaimed, they have 3 victories. They have 3 knockouts, and they have the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion on the team. The Harris brothers,
I guess tie
also
the screen.
finalists in the tournament. They have beaten the Odd Couple. They beat Take the Cannoli. They have a lot of notable wins here, and they're looking for a new shot.
And they are one of the few teams in the league that sleep in bunk beds.
True. All right, well, with that, Mark, I'm going to get going.
Christian's only reaction.
Christian, let's
True.
do it.
#1
move on.
contender match
Who's on
for
top?
the championship against the Shirewolves.
Don't ever ask that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time
But it's
for
John.
the movie trivia.
That's not a question you want to go around asking people.
And he's talking about bunk beds, so it's a viable question for bunk beds.
Introducing first, with a record of 3 wins, 1
Dr. Core.
defeat, and 3 knockouts.
I do not want to play a game.
Whitney, the Beauty, Seibold, and the
I like both
former
my feet,
movie
please.
trivia Schmoedown champion of the world,
And my arms and my spleen and all the other body parts where they're supposed to be.
critically
Gotta love that song though.
Where did you send us? Movie Trivia Limbo Town? Oh, we gotta find the right door. What the? Hey, Dad! There. What in the hell?
Brilliant.
Oh man, what is that from? Oh,
Scooby Doo.
Well, I mean, Scooby Doo Parody did a parody of it also.
With Natalie Portman and Black
Nice.
It's not just about dance. It's about everything behind it.
Oh, they're actually there too. They're not green screening that.
The lift in Dirty Dancing is iconic. What?
I wonder if we can find that episode and watch that.
I don't think that was a real episode.
Alright.
Starting off the season strong, Bibbs.
That was awesome.
They were in Limbo Town at one point, I hear, going through the wrong doors. They finally...
You guys okay? Did you
arrived
make
on
it?
set.
It's a bit of a walk.
Looks exhausting.
It's a bit of a walk.
You made it. Well, congratulations. I'm glad that you made it.
It wasn't just them making it either. William the Bibbiani has fans in the crowd. They even brought a sign to support their hero.
I like William the Bibbiani. All right.
It's my
William.
sister.
William the Bibbiani.
Their
William
opponents,
the Bibbiani.
with a record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout. They are the 2018 Ultimate Schmoedown finalists, Lon and Jonathan, the Harris brothers.
Appears to be Lon.
What?
He's doing the death point.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Christian, it's a 7th seal. 7th sign.
Oh, I see.
Oh, goodness.
Categories.
Categories.
What are they going to do?
That is just like the classic movie. Instead of chess, they're playing Scatterboys. Updating it for
These guys
Wow.
call themselves film snobs. They just remade a millennial version of the Seventh Seal. I call film. That's not very snobby. That's very mainstream of you.
I think it's...
Educators. It's about making these classic films resonate for a younger generation.
Then you show them Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
This is the most interesting smack talk I've ever seen.
I just wanted to wear this costume so you can't see my tells.
All right, well, here we go now as the number 1 contender match begins. Mark, round number 1, how's that go?
You gotta love how they acted out a scene, and then you have 2 film critics giving them criticism. In round number 1, sir, I will remind each team you have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you're not sure,
We need your marker. We need to borrow your marker.
Yourself some time. Use a JTE rule. Each team also has 1 challenge to be administered when they see fit.
All right, so with that, Harris brothers, are you ready?
Too often students don't listen to all the directions, so I just want you guys to know that we definitely did.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
Critically acclaimed, are you ready?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're not pretentious. We just want to play the game.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown! There we go, guys. First question's an action-adventure. Which The Walking Dead actor played government agent Harvey Russell in 2018's Rampage?
What is his
Kind of like
name?
a running joke last year, but I do think Jonathan's still my favorite Harris brother.
No.
Yeah.
Why am I blanking on his
Clearly
name?
better than Lon, although I do enjoy
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Which The Walking Dead actor played government agent Harvey Russell in
Took you a minute to write that. You're
2018's
correct.
Rampage? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Harris brothers. Sorry, Lon.
It is Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yes, it is. Whitney.
I wrote down Norman Reedus.
Okay. And
I
Jonathan.
wrote down what he likes to be called grimy.
Oh, and Beast.
I also had Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
So you go, tie game. Tie game.
Javier Bardem's twin.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Or that's his other name.
1 apiece.
All right, here we go. Next question.
Next question, the
I don't
world
get
animated. These are
credit for
movies
that,
that
do
have been
I? No.
drawn by hand or more likely on a computer. Your question is, when Blue, a domesticated macaw from small town Minnesota, meets the fiercely independent Jewel, he takes off on an adventure with her in what film?
Yep.
It's a mouthful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Animated question.
Hopefully they don't repeat that one. 5,
Oh, I know. I can picture it.
3,
Didn't Angry Birds do something with this movie?
Whitney.
Rio.
Yes.
Jonathan.
Rio.
Yep. Beast.
Rio.
Yep.
I also said Rio.
Rio. There
And
you
she
go.
dances on
Rio.
the stage.
I gotta
Her
tell you,
name is
I
Rio.
like what William the Beast Bibbiani tried to do there. I like that he pretended it was a long title and just did a lot of scribbling. I really enjoyed that.
Madagascar. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Said it's a long
Yeah, I
title.
couldn't get
I
past
liked the way
Madagascar,
the
but I
games
remember
were.
the
liked it. Smart. All
movie
here we
with
go.
birds.
Next
Blue
question.
macaw.
Dramas. Who stars as former slave hunter turned Jesuit missionary in 1986's The Mission?
You ever have Mission tortilla chips? You get them at fancier grocery stores. It
Yeah.
just says Mission.
I know what they are.
They are good stuff.
Good for you.
Put them in some
5,
queso.
4, 3. What's queso? 2, 1.
remember.
Pens down, please. And Jonathan.
Figured it was 50-50, I guess, to Liam Neeson.
That's incorrect. So Beast.
Robert De Niro?
That is correct. Lon
I also had Robert De Niro.
and Whitney.
Oh, I wrote Jeremy Irons.
Incorrect.
Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Liam Neeson would be from Silence.
Grab hold of the match just yet.
Liam Neeson.
Gentlemen, your next question is in the world of 80s movies. This is as in the 1980s.
I'm doing
Your
fantastic.
question is, which 1980s musical contains the following quote? What professional rides a motorcycle and wears a black leather jacket?
Yep.
Stumped.
1980s.
I have a black leather jacket.
I would
also
hate
have-
to see that.
I also had a light jean
I
jacket.
like the jean
which I'm
jacket.
wearing
5.
Whew, finally one.
This is
today.
an
I certainly
80s.
What was
can.
that? Lon? Yeah. Okay.
In 1980s movies, which 1980s musical
That's not
contains the
80s.
following quote?
I'm wrong.
What professional rides a motorcycle and wears a black leather jacket?
It's a musical
Yeah,
from the 80s.
still wrong.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beast.
Was it Grease 2?
Nope.
It was not. Lon.
I believe it was Little Shop of
That is
Horrors.
Yep.
correct.
Oh.
Whitney.
I wrote Footloose.
And Jonathan.
We were on the same page for once. I guess Grease 2.
Oh, wow.
Cause he's a dentist.
Yeah, I just put Grease 1,
Please miss the next one.
Little Shop of Horrors.
which was definitely not the
All
80s.
right, here we
I'll
go.
work on it.
Next question. Fantasy/sci-fi. Which 1984 film starring Emilio Estevez and Harry Dean Stanton follows a bunch of wacky characters trying to find a Chevy Malibu with radioactive aliens hidden in the trunk? God, I feel like I've just seen the whole movie.
When that happens. You know,
Yep.
You get these radioactive
Nope.
aliens.
Yeah.
Again, that's why you gotta.
5,
Harry Dean Stanton.
3.
Are you an alien?
It's just like when you talk to
Is
yourself.
he honest? Is
Well,
he
you got a
honest?
condition.
Down, Lon.
Most people spend their lives trying to get out of insane situations, but the Repo Man spends his life trying to get out.
Correct.
Yes,
Whitney.
Repo Man.
Ordinary people, I hate them. Repo Man.
You got it. Jonathan.
I didn't get it. I put Men at Work.
Oh, Beast.
Wow, okay, but I did have Repo Man.
So
so we're good.
critically acclaimed.
Repo Man.
It's a tie of the game here.
What he said.
Well, tie it up. All right.
Tied it all up.
Here we go. Next category here. Next category is comedy.
In the world of comedy,
Sorry, that's your
Christian,
question.
do the
No,
last.
you got it. Chuck.
Who directed Clueless?
Oh, who did direct
Uh-huh.
the
Don't
list?
know. Would that mean that you are?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
I need
It's a
new
tough
markers.
question,
One's
actually.
running out still.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whitney.
Amy Heckerling.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Jonathan.
Amy Heckerling.
Did not know
Beast.
that.
Amy Heckerling?
And Lon.
Amy Heckerling.
Lon.
Amy Heckerling.
That I did not know.
Also directed Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
This question asks just a hand, and if
As
I may
if.
say, out of all the competitors I've ever seen write something on a whiteboard, Whitney, by far the best penmanship.
That's good.
John Roca, the
That's a
worst.
bonus point for that, right?
No, not
He
yet.
gets
Next
extra
season.
credit in my class.
Yes. Yes. There you go. Next season.
Chances are much better.
Well done. Well done. All right. All right. Horror/thriller. Yeah. Quiet over there.
One fan.
Name the movie from this synopsis?
Synopsis.
Name the movie from the synopsis. A woman who lives in her darkened old family house with her 2 photosensitive children becomes convinced that the home is haunted.
Wait, isn't this?
You know what I love is when we're clearly on
feel
camera
like
and
we
you decide it's time to take a sip out of your
just
empty
heard
cup
something
with your
about
straw.
this
It's time
one.
to speak with Alex and say, Christian, no more liquids
5.
during
This
the
was
match.
the same question asked at the live event.
You are an animal.
2.
Which means I know the answer.
Pens down, please. And Jonathan.
I didn't know who directed this at first, and then I went, aha, the others.
Yeah, that's right. And Beast.
The others is the correct.
Yes, Lon.
I also put the others.
And perfect penmanship.
The Otter.
God, look at that.
Oh, here's the others. The others.
The others.
All right. Well, look,
in everything.
But look at this. Lon, if he hits this question, he will himself will answer a question. You'll have a perfect round. You'll have the time for the bonus question.
Blow it. Miss.
Don't blow it.
Noonan.
Your last question
Steve Perry.
I'm encouraging.
is a Patreon question, and this comes to us courtesy of, I love saying this guy's name, Jake Hammer. The Hammer's back. Jake Hammer, loyal.
I feel like I've seen Jake Hammer on the Facebook page.
Patreon today.
Good job, Jake Hammer.
Right for you. Maybe
Way to go,
I'll
Mr.
say
Hammer.
your name like I just did. Jake the Hammer. Jake wanted a question
Really?
in the category.
We appreciate you.
New releases. These are releases.
We had that ready for you.
I had no idea why that's just sitting there.
How dare he?
We use it to hang things up.
What 2018 film do Blake Lively and Henry Golding play husband and wife?
Yeah.
Hammer's back.
What's that called?
Game here. If they all get it, it'll be tied, but Lon will have a chance if he hits it to take the lead. 5, 4,
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Beast.
It's one of the best movies of that.
What happened to-
year. A Simple Favor.
It is Lon.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Perfect round for Lon. Whitney.
Oh, Simple Favor.
And Jonathan?
I wrote a serious thing.
Oh, wow.
A Simple Favor.
Also had what's her face from Pitch Perfect.
Anna Kendrick. Yes.
2001.
You're on a roll today.
So they lost
Yeah.
their lead, but Lon has a chance to tie the game here if he hits this question. Lon, you don't have to write this down. This is
got
just
8
for
as a
you.
team.
Here you go. Here's
Not
your
bad.
bonus question. Lon, name the 2 actors who have played Rooster Cogburn.
That would be
John
Jeff
Wayne?
Bridges and John Wayne.
Yeah.
One
Oh.
point. Tie game
Yeah.
here. Tie game. There we go.
True Grit.
And now we get, wow, what a match this has been
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
big.
And we get into round number 2, the wheel rounds.
Number 2. So be aware, on the wheel, we have a bevy of Patreon things to celebrate Christian, because that wheel is sponsored with a slice from one of our Schmoedown patrons, and that slice is Jim Henson. It's a new slice. We got a
Hey,
Henson slice.
nice.
So if we land on Jim Henson, we will say that patron's name. Thank you very much. And the wheel itself is also sponsored, and for that, we're going to give a big shout out right now to Mr. John Layton. Thank you, John, for sponsoring the wheel.
Good job, John Layton.
Sponsored wheel slices today.
What's his
are
name,
James
Layton?
Bond and Natalie Portman. I do not believe she has been in a Bond film.
All right, well,
Yet.
Yet, and because critically acclaimed likes to answer questions.
Don't think
maybe I
Natalie
get to go
Portman's
first,
ever
but
going
that
to
is
be in
all
a Bond
the
film.
hands of the Harris brothers. You are the favorites, and we're a tied game. So, would you like to spin first or defer
Just
to
a yes.
your critical opponents?
You're judging
We'll
Natalie
spin first.
Portman's career.
Okay.
please spin from the wheel. Not the
Lon
I
Harris.
feel like I'm judging other people's careers and not Natalie
Grab
Portman's.
it from the husk.
That's a good spin by Lon. I like that spin. Question is, see, Lon made a big mistake last term. He was confident in a particular thing, but was trying to appease his brother, and he spun away, and I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with
The
the wheels.
whammies.
This was press your luck. This could be
big.
classic.
Ooh.
They're going to keep it.
Yeah, they are.
So, classics. This is
Depends away from
now, can they
classics.
put their money where their mouth is here? So here we go.
Well, it
Classics.
depends on how classic the classics are.
Let's
We're gonna
see.
take issue with what you deem a classic.
All right, well, here you go.
Clueless is classic.
Here we go. All right, guys.
Not quite.
Classics. 6 questions.
It's a cool
What
classic.
1940s drama starring Gregory Peck, Dorothy McGuire, John Garfield, and Celeste Holm concerns a journalist posing as a Jewish man to research an expose on anti-Semitism in New York City?
Jewish like me?
5,
All right, can we have?
4.
Let's say the gentleman's agreement.
That's correct.
Well, that person says you're correct, so you're correct.
1950s film starring Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, and Grace Kelly was based on the play The Philadelphia Story.
The Philadelphia Story.
Ocean's 11. Yeah.
5, 4.
Can we get multiple choice?
Yes, you can. A, Riding High. B, The Country Girl.
High
C,
Society.
High Society. D, Going My Way.
We'll say High Society.
For 1 point, it's correct. Okay.
Another classic so far, Christian.
All right. Question 3. Who played the female lead alongside Bing Crosby and Bob Hope in 1942's The Road to Morocco? 5.
We'll do multiple choice in this one as well.
A, Dorothy Lamour. B. Rosemary Clooney.
Yes.
C. Ingrid Bergman. D. Joan Fontaine.
So let's take a Rosemary Clooney.
Rosemary Clooney.
It's incorrect. For the steal?
Dorothy Lamour.
Correct for 1 point.
Wow. The big steal for
This is number
critically
3.
acclaimed.
Number 3? This is number 4. Okay. How many times does Scarlett O'Hara get married in Gone with the Wind?
It's like 4?
By today's standards, too many.
5.
3.
Correct.
All right. They need multiple
That's too many by today's standards.
Go back up by 4 points.
This is number 5. Number 5.
Not a big fan.
Here we go. Orson Welles plays which Shakespearean character in 1965's Chimes at Midnight?
Falstaff.
Correct for 2 points.
Who else would he play?
Last question.
Othello,
Last question. Who played Maria Nunes in 1961's
Oh.
West Side Story?
Oh.
5.
I'm gonna hate myself.
We'll go multiple choice.
I'll get it.
A. Julie Andrews.
No.
B. Natalie Wood. C. Audrey Hepburn. D. Barbara Streisand.
It's Natalie.
Natalie
For
Wood.
1 point. So 7-point lead.
Classics are not my strong suit.
Now, critically
For some reason, I didn't think
acclaimed
Natalie
has a
Wood. I
chance
don't know
to
why.
spin.
That was
They can
weird.
have a great, strong category here, or they might hit something that they don't want. But we'll see. The beast is going to spin by the wheel, and here we go. Thank you.
Yeah, 7
You
points.
figure the
Not
editor.
an insurmountable lead.
Not the
pegs.
pegs.
To teams because you have 6 questions, and you can confer with your teammate who also knows a lot about movies. So I think critically acclaimed sitting in pretty good position.
They are. I'm William Bibbiani, also the managing editor of the Schmoedown website.
TriviaST.com. That one.
Riley versus McNeely.
90s.
90s
it is.
All right.
You're going to go with 90s. All right,
Nice.
Go with 90s.
I do like 90s movies.
90s.
So 90s movies aren't classics. Okay, I see how it is.
You don't
Can
need
be.
to see it.
Shawshank
You just need to
Redemption's
hear
a
it.
classic.
Forrest Gump.
Critically acclaimed, your first
Classic.
question in the world of the 1990s that includes Cineburst gum and Crystal Pepsi.
Ooh.
Your first of 6
I have a
questions
Zima
is,
with that.
what
Ooh.
comedic actor played sound engineer Gary Dixon in Anaconda?
Five, 4,
Wasn't Ice
3.
Cube, was it?
Owen Wilson.
That's 2 points.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great.
Wow.
2
Ice
points.
Cube's not a comedic act. Well, I mean,
Your next question,
Friday.
once again, sticking in the world of the 90s.
Wow.
In the film Wayne's World, what song is Wayne denied from playing in the guitar shop?
Stairway to Heaven.
No Stairway denied, but they get 2 points for it. That's a 3-point game.
People only do things.
Oh, that's right.
That's just really sad.
All right, gentlemen. Next up, who plays Amy March, the youngest of the March Girls in 1994's Little Women?
2 different actors play her. Do you want the younger or the older?
Younger,
Look, it's Kirsten Dunst and Samantha Mathis.
It's
Thank you very much.
Okay.
He gets that one right. Come on.
We just want to play a game.
Hey, it's the year 2019.
That was before they asked the Little Women question.
I would quickly like to get the Harris brothers' thoughts on the 94 Little Women film that was based on the classic novel.
I mean, if one must watch the more recent version because one lacks the patience and dedication to look up the old one, sure.
The Katharine Hepburn one is better.
I prefer the late Chris Farley version on Saturday
And we move back into the world of the 90s. Your next question
I'm
is,
looking forward to it.
which 90s film is about 3 of the most popular girls at Reagan High accidentally killing the prom queen when a kidnapping goes horribly wrong?
Heather's?
Jawbreaker.
It
Oh,
is, in fact,
Jawbreaker, yeah.
Jawbreaker.
Which is nothing at all like Heather's.
2 questions left.
They take the lead.
Totally different from Heather's.
Yeah.
Your penultimate question in round number 2. In the 1993 thriller Falling Down, who plays the wife of Michael Douglas's defense, Beth Trevino?
Oh. Who was the one?
Who played her?
5.
God, I love that movie too.
Is it A, Barbara Hershey, B, Tuesday Weld, C, Sharon Stone, or D, Rachel Ticotin?
I think it's Barbara Hershey.
Barbara Hershey.
Give him a point.
Yeah.
So look at that. So we are now 2-point lead here by
All right.
What a game.
Last
It's a
question.
great movie too. One of Schumacher's best.
The world of the 90s. And boy, what a 90s question this one is. For 2 points,
Dudical.
what real grunge band were members of Cliff's band in the 1992 Cameron Crowe film Singles.
Oh, Jesus.
Nirvana?
Yeah. Okay. Pearl Jam.
They're still
Oh.
alive. Yeah.
Look at that. What a round by Critically Acclaimed. Very impressive. They really worked together as a team. Got themselves a 4-point lead here, and now we get into the third round. 4 points. We've seen teams come back from it before, but that's a very solid lead. Mark, how does round 3 work?
It's incredible to see the comeback Critically Acclaimed had. The Harris brothers, one of them pitching a perfect round once, but now we have an even flow into round number 3 in each team will.
All right. Now, with that being said, the Critically Acclaimed is in the lead now. 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
Pick one. 4. 15.
19.
4, 15, and 19 for Acclaimed and the Harris brothers.
6.
Take 9.
10.
6, 9, and 10. All right, so the Harris brothers will start first here.
Those are numbers.
With number 6. Number 6 will be
Pick numbers like
for the
experts.
Harris brothers, and they will have to
6,
choose
that's a
the
number.
category of fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Who would like to?
I'll take this one.
All right, here you go. All right. Category of fantasy sci-fi. Who provides the voice of the monster in 2016's A Monster Calls? 5.
Vin Diesel.
For Liam Neeson.
Close. Vin Diesel voices another tree.
It is a tree.
It is. All right, so here's the next question here for the Harris brothers. The 3-pointer Lon will get here. They were going to have to hit their 3 and their 5 here. So here's the 3 in the category of 9. 9, which is
9?
Angelina Jolie.
Hey.
9, Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
Here you
9.
go, Lon.
9 times.
In which film does Angelina Jolie play Colin Farrell's mother?
It's like Alexander.
Is it?
Was she in Alexander?
Is it A Winter's Tale?
For Alexander.
Yeah, okay.
So if they do not hit this, Critically Acclaimed will have their 4th consecutive TKO by win here if they hit it. Here we go. Harris brothers need to hit this. This is category 10. Category 10, war movies. War movies. Here you go, guys. You ready to go? You can confer on this one.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Name 2 of the other soldiers, you need the actors' names here, who get pinned down with Mark Wahlberg in Lone Survivor.
But he was the lone survivor.
Hey.
So there aren't any.
Spoilers.
Trick question.
5.
Got pinned down and then they died.
4.
We're gonna take a wild guess and say Wes Bentley and Ben Foster.
And
There it is. That's a good spot for Critically Acclaimed. Critically Acclaimed versus Shirewolves now.
It was a good match.
Season 6 is starting off strong.
What a match, Christian. I mean,
What is a TKO? Another TKO, their 4th TKO. That's got to be a record, I think.
the Harris brothers leave it all out there on the field. They got Ben Foster. We would have accepted either Emil Hurst or Taylor Kitsch. They went with Wes Bentley. Not quite enough to force the
That's
they got
close.
one.
That's kind of close. I mean, similar looks between all of them.
And what a formidable team that they are going into the rest of this season. They are one to keep your eye on.
Oh, absolutely. Well, now they've got a date with destiny as they face off against the Shirewolves, Clark Wolf and Rachel Cushing. TKO, I do not see in their future with that match, but I do see a big title match now. When will it happen? Sometime in February, sometime in March, but it will happen. Critically Acclaimed versus the Shirewolves for the belts. Bibbiani has the opportunity now to become the 3rd man in history to win both the team belts and the singles championship.
The Critically Acclaimed kids, they move on and continue to spin the black circle. Meanwhile, the Harris brothers will be listening to the song Black on a Yellow Ledbetter. I'm still referencing Pearl Jam songs.
Well, now we're going to talk to Emma Fife, who's standing with both Critically Acclaimed and the Harris brothers.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Your team lead commissioner, Emma Fife, here with the Harris brothers, Jonathan, Lon, you put up a good fight today, I have to say.
I haven't seen Emma on the mic in a
we
while.
answered all the questions that were about, movies that people should be expected to know about. I don't know, The Lone Survivor. I'm not sure who's asking about these recent films. I had expected if we were going to talk about war films, it might be Hell is for Heroes, the classic Don Siegel adventure, but next time, perhaps.
No, today was the Bing Crosby Schmoedown.
Yes.
I'm not sure that is something I want to be a part of.
I see. Okay. Well, I guess that Bing Crosby doesn't make your list of noteworthy actors from the past whom people should invest time in seeing their
The
films.
Pie is classic, not noteworthy actors from the past.
I see. Point taken.
I would hate to be Bing Crosby right now because I just leveled him.
He is rolling over in his grave, I guess. Yeah. Anyway.
She's kind of like really dark.
Come on. You had a perfect round one, though. I mean, you like to say not so nice things about films of the present day, but you clearly know a thing or two about new releases because that was included in there.
I mean, I get by. I have to relate to young students and inspire them, so it is important that I learn about your Rios and what have you.
Yes, and we already discussed the overabundance of Bing Crosby in your round 2 there, but then what happened in round 3?
In round 3, you only get a few questions. You only get a few chances to really strike. And we got a monster calls. And I think Jonathan was expecting if we were going to talk about monsters, it might be from Hammer films or the classic Universal period. But fair enough. But, I think of just recent films that we just haven't seen as much, haven't studied with the level of depth that we've studied, say, the classics of the French New Wave.
When you have a cartoon tree in your film and he is not careening through space, I don't know if you can expect anyone to know it.
You did answer a tree-related actor, which I thought was very good.
It was stuck in my head, and I thought there is absolutely no chance that Vin Diesel would voice multiple trees in 2018.
I mean, who knows?
Could have been John Rhys Davies.
Called redubbed with Vin Diesel's voice.
I mean, maybe Vin Diesel has tree specialist on his resume nowadays. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen Vin Diesel's his special skills on his resume.
Lon and I are family. This won't break us apart.
Hey, kid, don't be sad about your dead mom.
Well,
it's my impression of Vin Diesel in Monster.
That was my impression of Liam Neeson as a tree in Monster Calls.
Sure. Now, you guys, you're a great team. I love having you in the league. I love seeing you out there, but you've hit some rough spots as of late. How are you feeling about the future of the Harris brothers in the Schmoedown?
I do not know much about film. So, that's always something. That's always something you want to deal with.
Listen, film knowledge is not necessarily.
That's not necessarily what this is about, and I know that going in.
Yeah. I mean, Josh McCouga's made a whole career in the Schmoedown on not really knowing that much about film.
Start drinking.
Oh, maybe I will after this. Anyway, unrelated.
I am going to, regardless, I think there may be a future for the Harris Brothers Schmoedown, but regardless, I plan to come in very strong, return to the singles lead, my former glory in the singles lead, and specifically, I wish to challenge Mr. William Artemis Bibbiani to a singles one-on-one match following our showdown today.
I think that's a fair challenge.
The gauntlet has been thrown, Mr. Bibbiani.
Hey, Whitney, you want to go to that yard house across the street? Maybe we can get some onion rings and a beer or something?
I highly recommend the cheese curds there. They're really delicious.
Really? The cheese curds?
Yeah, it's just like fried cheese.
Do they have whey?
Really can't go wrong.
I've
never asked about whey, but when later at the Yard House we'll ask about it. But
it's a whey-free establishment. Yes. First gluten, then whey. They're slowly removing ingredients.
I'd hate to be whey right now because we just nailed it. Bing!
Go away, whey!
Oh my gosh.
We'll be right back with Critically Acclaimed.
I'm still alive. Yeah.
Just opening up on Critically Acclaimed victory song.
And the Pearl Jam keeps going.
We're pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, you had a very impressive match, I have to say.
I also have to say that. Yeah, I thought we did really good. I was like, we didn't have to. What's 4 knockouts for us? It's that
4 TKOs.
Is that the number 1? I know the Patriots had a lot, but it's up there, right? It's pretty good.
It's definitely setting records.
Whether or not we're setting a record, it's still something to be darn proud of.
Right.
I absolutely agree with that sentiment. I mean, I think that people sometimes forget about you, and that you proved today that you should not be forgotten.
Who could forget this phase?
A lot of people can forget this phase. We disappear as a team for months upon months, and every time we come back, we come roaring back, showing everybody. I'm looking forward to our next match, but with our luck, it'll be in 9 months. So who the hell knows? But it's great. It's really, really cool. I'm glad we were able to come roaring back in this season, start off strong. Who knows what happens next?
Well, I mean, I know what happens next. You guys are now #1 contenders, so you're going to be going up against the Shirewolves for the belt.
I know, and it's really cool talking about that with you because you have no biases whatsoever. You have no preconceived notions, nothing like... Look, you saw what the Shirewolves have done for themselves. They are the toughest team, I think, in the history of the league. So we are, I'm going to say this right now, we are honored to face the Shirewolves. We hope to do well against the Shirewolves. It would be neat if we won, but, let's be honest here, there's no shame in losing against the Shirewolves, right?
We can hold our own against the Shirewolves.
Yeah, and it'll be fun.
And down at that moment, when the score is tied and we're holding the staff, we can just yell at that big fiery monster. What does Gandalf yell? What is it?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When he yells at the ballroom?
Shall not pass!
I'm honored that it's going to be the two of you. I think you guys are very worthy competitors, and Clark and Rachel, as you say, are definitely some of the strongest players that the league has ever seen, and the two of them together are a force to be reckoned with. And I think that you guys are a force that'll be nice to see.
That'll do some reckoning.
And I just want to see what we're gonna do for our intros because they're good. They got. Hey, I don't have an award.
Yeah, that's true.
They got an award. I have nothing.
Maybe this is your opportunity.
That'd be nice.
Now, William Bibbiani, I have to say, unless there is a William Artemis Bibbiani, or was it Aloysius?
It was Artemis.
Artemis
yeah.
Bibbiani. You've been issued a challenge from one Professor Lon Harris.
May I borrow the mic for a second? I have a message for Lon Schmoedown Harris. Lon? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll talk to Christian, see if we can schedule that.
Well, that was a lukewarm yes. But, okay, taking it as a yes one way or another. Well, congratulations to both of you. Whitney, Bibbs, critically acclaimed. I look forward to seeing you guys go up against the Shirewolves.
Jerry Lewis.
Yeah!
Is that a word I have to edit
now
out?
Back to you, Clark and Christian.
Going down, maybe.
We should boink in the doink.
All
right, Jerry Lewis, calm down.
Jonathan both a little upset by the match itself. Lon saying he's ready to play. Playing teams as is Jonathan. They're ready to keep going. And
for all you youngins out there, that's a throwback comedian right there.
And a great one at that. Not just from a question answering standpoint, but technically, what a great intro that was. Bringing categories to the 7th seal. A beautiful melding of the new and the old world.
But it's critically acclaimed, who is very excited as they speak to Emma Fyffe inside of the that interview there. That's how good Emma Fyffe is, though. She's a neutral announcer, and she's asking the questions because now as the commissioner of this league.
That's right.
She is the commissioner of the team's league.
She's someone that you can actually trust, and you guys can go to triviasd.com right now for all the latest and greatest in the world of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. You get some cool factoids, updates, and you can buy tickets to upcoming live events, and check out the movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Select which tier is right for you. That's how you can watch all these fancy live events that we love putting on for you.
And don't forget, on February 23rd, I announced it at the Spectacular, the first Schmoedown Throwdown. That's right, 2 matches in 1 live streaming event on February 23rd. We'll be doing it from here. You guys, if you're at the $10 Patreon tier, you can get it, or you can get it at a one-time fee to watch the Inner Geekdom title match between Mike Kalinowski and the winner of Rachel Cushing and Adam Lambert.
It's going to be a barn burner there for sure, and a lot of great movie trivia Schmoedown action in the meantime. That is Christian George Harloff. I am merely Mark Ellis. Go listen to some grunge, and if that doesn't do it for you, how about you get some Van Halen in you? You see the shirt?
Oh, that's good.
This looks exactly like my Uncle Herman's grill. I don't know what it's doing over here, but this is definitely his grill. I can probably sell it on eBay for a couple of $100.
No,
At least I'm thinking.
no, it wasn't your table.
Oh,
Bibbs,
no.
It wasn't your... How did you even get my number? How did you get my number? No, delete it. Delete it. I gotta call you back.
Bibbs, it wasn't your table.
Well.
Mr. Finstock, Mr. Gucci.
Hey, man.
How are you, my friend?
Yeah.
It's so good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, man.
Look, brother.
What's your deal?
You know what my deal is. I've been wanting you since day one. I've tried to recruit you when I was with that idiot on Action, but right now, I want you, me, I want to take over the 2019 Guy and Gucci, baby. I can see the lights. I can see the billboards right now.
No, that rings. Like, it looks like Dirk Diggler and Neon.
Yeah, that's right.
I gotta tell you, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. I got 2 guys. They're gonna beat 2 girls. I just don't need another guy.
Okay. Cute. That was real cute. I like that. That was good. I knew you were gonna do some stupid thing like that. So you know what? I got a little surprise for you too, Guy. Gooch, guess what? Hey! Hey! Got a little friend here for you.
Let's see. This moron.
Oh, come
Really?
on now.
That's my wig.
This is your JTE trial wig.
I knew what it was.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, wait.
You got lighter fluid in there?
You know, no, I don't. Oh, wait.
It proves you burned my mask.
I have lighter fluid.
Ooh.
What? I burned your what?
My fucking mask.
What are you talking about?
You know what?
You know, people have been talking to me about, I don't know what you mean.
No, I know what it is. You burnt my mask. I saw it.
How would I have
I saw the
mask?
Schmoedown spectacular.
How would I?
Look, boys. Nobody has that structure.
We can figure this
You
out.
with this guy?
Of course I am. And you should join us. Look, you guys can figure all this out later, but imagine what the 3 of us could do to this league. We could set this whole place on fire.
Or tackle everybody.
It's like what
Put
Beavis
somebody in
used to say.
traction.
Fire. Think about it. We are fire. That's what the kids say.
Who let you out of that room we locked you in?
I don't know. The
You-
same
this
people
guy's
that
in
probably
traction?
let me into your
Dude,
house.
Hey, you're gonna drop this guy in 2 months.
Join us. Come on, join the dark side. Join the great side. You're with 2 has-beens. You're with the 50-year-old guy and the weaker half of Team Action. Come
All we
to
can do
the
is-
dark.
You know what,
All
you're
we can do
probably
is win.
right. You're probably
We can
right.
just be better, right? Come on,
All right.
dude. Maybe you'll get your face back. Hey!
We knew he was going to do that anyway.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's set some on fire.
Have I told you how much I enjoy that you burn everything to the ground? I love it. This year, we're gonna be tackling people and be setting them on fire, my friend. It's gonna be amazing.
Jeez.
What's up,
Why did I not? I mean, I saw that one coming. I saw that one coming. I feel like I called it. If I didn't call it on video, I called it in my head that those 2 would end up together somehow.
That'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
I am interested in knowing why Burnett was okay with trying to recruit Dagnino, though, after the whole burning his mask. I don't know. Maybe that was a motion led by Guy there, but yeah.
Interesting storyline.
So we have new #1 contenders in Critically Acclaimed.
Yeah. Critically Acclaimed versus the Shirewolves. I mean, they already said it. I mean, forced to be reckoned with. They're going to reckon them, whatever. It's going to be a really good match.
Yeah.
There's a few teams I think could potentially take on the Shirewolves at this point, and Critically Acclaimed, I believe, would be one of them.
And the other 2 are now no longer above the line in the Patriots. I feel like both of those could probably have done it too, but oh well. Now we have Critically Acclaimed, who will definitely put up a really good fight. I mean, you saw their performance today. The Harris brothers are no joke, but being able to just TKO them, that's awesome. That's a big deal. So I'm going to look forward to that match.
Yep. And as far as teams go, since this was a teams match, we also got to keep in mind the team that Jay Washington is forming with the Machine and Irwin Ellison.
Yeah.
With Ethan Irwin and Janine the Machine. That is going to be a good team. And depending on how, I mean, we need to watch how they play and perform with each other, but depending on that may also be one of those teams that could have gone potentially against the Shirewolves or whoever the bet holders are.
Do you know what? I think that one's actually is going to be a really good team. As I think about it more, I think whatever holes Ethan Irwin does have, though few and far between, I think Janine can actually fill those holes quite well in terms of like that movie knowledge and everything.
Do you think Ethan Irwin knows X-Men Apocalypse?
Maybe.
Possibly.
You think anyone should know X-Men Apocalypse?
I mean, we do. We knew the answer to that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So,
yeah, that's going to be our reaction for the Schmoedown there. We're going to wrap it up here. That's going to be... Oh, man, I feel weird doing this like super early, though.
Yeah, so...
Even though we... Oh, no, never mind.
Anyways, let us know what you think. Like, comment down below. And also, make sure you hit subscribe. Check out our other videos that we have available. Yeah, they're over there. And as always...
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right.
Later.
See ya. Something's wrong with his medulla oblongata.